Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we're going to be playing some Rush, and that's because we haven't actually been playing Rush very much recently. There is an Angel Cup on today, so we thought we would play in that. There are also a couple of decks that have been kind of springing up, so we thought we'd revisit some of the older decks, and not necessarily like brand new decks, but some decks that have seen a little bit of innovation recently, and we thought we'd give some of those a go. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight on into Ranked, because we still haven't actually cogged yet in Rush, and that is if we can pick it up. There we go. So we are, I think, just going to go straight into some Ranked games, and we're going to be playing some Busterzark, which is basically Busterzark with the new Buster Blade stuff put in with it. Now, Busterzark has been doing, like, okay recently in tournaments. It hasn't, like, won anything. It hasn't even made, like, top 2, but it has made a couple of top 4s. And so I thought we'd revisit it a little bit and just see how it goes. Now, one of the primary issues we might run into is that because we're not in King of Games yet, where everything kind of gets a bit wacky and random and we can see whatever, we are primarily going to be seeing, we would assume, things like Blue Eyes White Dragon, things like Harpy Ladies, and things like Magnum Overlord, which this deck doesn't necessarily have like particularly strong matchups into those decks. We'll have to see what happens. Hello, Dwan. Welcome on in. Alright, well, we're just going to start by setting a bunch of cards, I think. I think that's the play. This is not a particularly aggressive hand. And we'll see what the All-Star Man has for us. So this is either going to be aggro or some sort of Cyburst deck. Let's see what he's got. Busterzark versus Japanese Psychic. Change my mind. Oh, Busterzark is Japanese Psychic. Kind of. I think Busterzark is better than Psychic personally. I think it's a lot more boring. It doesn't have the same flair that Psychic has. Psychic, I think, has a lot more interesting plays. Busterzark feels a bit more consistent, right? It's not too difficult to summon a massive board with Busterzark, and you don't have to pay life points to do it. So, but I do understand what you're saying. I've had some people have some really strange takes about Busterzark, saying stuff like it's better than Cyburst, and I look at like the statistics, right, of like Cyburst tops to Busterzark tops, and I'm like, how are we even making a comparison when Cyburst is like the second best deck in the game, is being played by everyone, is winning a lot? I don't know. That's a hand. I mean, I'd have to get 2 cards in the graveyard, so I'd have to... No matter how we do it, we can't accomplish what we want. I mean, we could try and get aggressive. The only issue is if he just draws the max and we've already spent our Tribute to the Doomed, we're in a pretty bad spot. But this hand doesn't really accomplish much anyway. So I think we will just get aggressive here. Well, let's just see what happens. We'll start out with Tribute to the Doomed. I don't think we're going to need this extra Essel. We're just going to go ahead and pop this. We'll go ahead and flip both of these up. And then we'll go for the Fiddy Avian Spell Tactics. We'll just pop that. Okay, Phantom Bind. We might not have to worry too much here. So now the question is, do we... I think we have to keep the Siesta Torero. I think I kind of want to just summon out the Witness. If we do manage to hit the Witness effect, that would be great. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. And we're going to start milling even more, because we do want to start getting some cards into our graveyard. We'll just go Battle, and we'll just start swinging. Okay, so he does still have a Battle Trap he can use, so chances are we hit the wrong one. Because, I mean, unless he's got like more than one Phantom Bind in the deck. Unfortunately, we really have not set our graveyard up at all. Usually this deck has the problem of drawing too many Tribute Monsters. And we have now seen 13 cards in our deck and not found a Tribute Monster. This is kind of the opposite. I just joined and there's already Psychic Slander. It's not slander. It's only slander if it's a lie, right? That's what slander is. But I really do hope that Psychics get stronger with the new skill and the new set. Like, fingers crossed we get something coming of that, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, we have Receptacle Manny. We have already used the skill, so we can't cheat out another boss monster super easily. Going to weaken that monster down even more. So we're just trying to get as much damage in as possible. Ooh, okay, so he is a little bit bricked up. We know he has a combat trick, so that's probably going to be something, you know, one of the 2 good trap cards in the game. There's Buster Blader. It's been a while. Now, what do we do with this hand? The problem is, if it is negate attack, well, he shouldn't be on negate attack. So we should just be fine either way, I think. So we'll go ahead and tribute 2. Then we'll summon out the Siesta Torero. I guess we'll do the Piercing Samurai first. So go ahead and activate the Piercing Samurai. That's not a very nice mill. Then we'll go ahead and activate the Siesta Torero. And we will put back probably both of these and then the other Siesta. Actually, saying that, we should probably do something like this. I do want to keep Siestas in rotation. We'll flippy flip this down. We'll go ahead and activate the skill as well, because we do want to just dump some of our high level warriors. I guess Yami Ruler can go to the grave as well. I think Kimi Ruler is potentially going to be the most useful. So this is piercing, so we'll just give it a little slap. Chances are he's going to have the widespread, as expected. So what we could have done to play around the widespread is use the piercing on Piercing Samurai, which arguably was better. But I was expecting it to be slime anyway. I think realistically we should have put that on Piercing Samurai, because now there's a chance that we miss lethal because we're 1200 less damaging than we should be. Hello, Totodu. Welcome on in. I mean, he plays over 30, so you never know. I mean, you do never know. I mean, our hand is still looking okay. We have easy access to our Buster Blader once again. As soon as he gets into the graveyard, we're kind of in a pretty good spot. Is there a world in which we just die here? So even if he gets 2 direct attacks in, so he puts us both down to 0, he only has 37. So we're alive. We're on, what, 1100? It all comes down to what that back row is, I guess. Busterzark here is also very amusing. I guess we will go Esul. Then we'll summon out Witness. We don't really even need Witness's effect, right? Because we're just going to go for the... And there's no really good discard option here. Yeah, putting it back into our hand doesn't do anything, so I think we just don't bother using its effect. So we'll go ahead and tribute 2. Summon out the Busterzark. Activate Busterzark effect. We'll put this one back in deck. Actually, we'll put this one back in deck, because he's more useful. Can this bring back... So it can just bring back the Buster Blader then. We go 1, we go 2. Bring back the BB. We'll drop the TSA. Put these all back in. Give this a fat weaken. Then we'll go for our Spectral Squall. And we'll dump this back. We'll dump this back. Gain the attack. And we'll just set this just in case. Then we'll go to battle. And win the game! Alright. There was a slight chance he had slime, but he's still got 32 cards in deck, so... Probably wasn't that high. We will save the replay just in case we don't get very many good replays today. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as we play. But yeah, this is just... It's an interesting deck idea, right? Because Busterzark is a deck that a lot of people wanted to be good back when it first came out. And then we've basically got some new warrior stuff. And if we do get Buster Blader into the graveyard early, there is a lot of potential because Witness is actually not bad. Being able to just plus a boss monster from the graveyard for free is really nice. It's just, if you don't get Buster into the graveyard, all those witnesses aren't really doing anything, which is a bit of a shame. Okay. I mean, all things considered, this hand is not terrible. If he sets just a single back row as well, we can get out Busterzark, use its effect, turn off a back row, summon out Witness, use its effect just to try and get the graveyard going, tribute both for Dark Rider. Or Dark Raider, even. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what our potentially Cyburst or aggro-y opponent has for us. That's a Dark Femtron. We're going to use the Maximum Ragnarok. Where are we putting the card? We're ending on a boss monster at least, with 2 back rows, kind of scary. Puts it to the top of his deck. That tells me that's probably another high-level monster. Okay. That is awful. Okay, that is like the worst draw we could have possibly gotten. We'll activate Busterzark effect, we'll target this, and we've also milled probably the worst possible mill. We'll then summon out our Witness, activate its effect. Milled an Busterzark, which is not bad because we can get that back. At this point, we might as well summon out the Dark Summoner. There's not really much reason to get anything else out. We will use our skill because we really don't want to draw into our last big warrior. And I guess we are going to send this from our hand, because otherwise it's just going to sit in our hand, which is kind of annoying. I think we set this, because we could activate it, but like, for what game? I think we just swing with this. If we get a good back row of him, which we don't, which is fine. So now he's going to draw into, presumably, the other boss monster that he stacked to the top. He's going to be able to easily get it out and weaken our guy and attack over us. The fact he didn't use either of his back row as well tells me these are probably either TSA, Legend spells, or back row hate. So I'm fully expecting back row hate here. He's probably just going to flip over his, what's it called, particle acceleration. Let's see what he does. Straight into the Chaos Femtron. So there's 1 particle acceleration in the bin. He's got a Receptacle Manny to hand. Chaos Femtron is just so good. So disgustingly good. That's scary, because now he's going to use Maximum Ragnarok, put a card to the top, probably weaken both of these, and then tribute out 2 boss monsters, and they're going to be in a really bad position. We're going to be really low life points. I mean, if we went first, we'd be in a much stronger position, so you could just make the argument that we're just in this sort of spot because we went second. But, like, I don't know, the +1 from Femtron is just so strong. You put a card to the top again, that's always scary, because if he puts it to the bottom, that means it's not something to be worried about. If he puts it to the top, that means he knows what he's getting next turn, and it's presumably going to be quite good. What does this... Does it mean he's got a... What is going on? We're not using any of the back row yet. We haven't popped our back row yet. If he's got, like, TSA, he can't use it yet. I suppose there's no reason to use a Legend spell if he's got one. Straight to battle, leaving the card in hand. Okay. I mean, this is still not looking great for us, but I think that could have gone a lot worse. So there is the Busterzark. Unfortunately, we have to wait to use that, which is not the end of the world. We will start with normal summon Essel. Activate the effect. Mill some cards. Okay, there goes another one of our good traps. Unfortunately, the mills have not been on point today. Now, we will go ahead and tribute both to summon out the Busterzark. We will... What's in our graveyard currently? We have all 3. So... Oh, no. Yeah, we do have all 3 of these, so that's fine. So we'll activate the effect. Back into the deck, we want the useful ones. So you... And it doesn't really matter. We're going to put them straight back in the graveyard in a sec anyway. Summon this one out. Then we'll go ahead and activate Spell Tactics. Pop a back row. We're going to lose to a man playing Block Attack. I I mean, I guess I don't really need this, but we'll put the Iceark back in the deck. So we don't even really need Iceark back in the deck right now. I think we just put Witness back, because we're going to probably activate that anyway. We're definitely doing this either way. So we send this. We send this. Gain the boost. So we have 55, but that doesn't matter unless we can get his monsters down to 0 attack, which is not happening. We cannot get both of them down to 0. So I think we have to just set this and then just go to battle. But we're so low life points, I don't see us living, unfortunately. Swing into this. And his back row is live. That is very disappointing. So we could have got an extra, what, 14 plus 8. So we could have got an extra 24 in there. But we would have used both of our back rows, so he wouldn't have even had to think about killing us. He just does it. The issue here is if he gets out a Receptacle Money, he very easily just kills us here. Like, very, very easily. He drops us by 800 because the skill is broken for no reason. Then he'd drop us by another 900. So we would immediately lose, what, 17? Down to 300 attack. And then we just die. And unfortunately, we haven't seen our trap cards because we've managed to mill one of them and the other two, because we are actually playing 2 other traps we haven't seen yet. Not that I think the Sword and Shield would have done much, but, you know, it would have been nice to have the option. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's weakening us down to 12 now. My guess is this is... Because even right now, he only needs 28 to kill us, right? And if he just has any of his bosses, yeah, that's the worst case scenario. That's just death. Man, 2 Cyburst games back to back. Doesn't feel great. I mean, we'll let the game end because this is not a bad replay. Like, we didn't really play badly. This is just showing that Cyburst is better than Iceark. I'm surprised we've seen so many of these Cyburst players, to be honest. Like, usually ladder is very Cyburst light. Oh, bro is spinning plates so hard. If I have a trap card, like, he should know it's negate attack, so doing this is pointless. It doesn't get him anything. Alright, we will save that replay. That was a decent replay. Alright. Now, fingers crossed. I think that's the issue. If we ever go against Cyburst or Machine, we are so much an underdog that it's going to be an uphill struggle the entire time. We basically have to get lucky to beat those decks. Or have them get unlucky, which I guess is the same thing. Another nail. What is going on today on ladder? Usually when we play ladder, especially pre-King of Games, we play against no Cyburst. And this is 3 Cybursts in a row. You're not Cog? Alright, Manicus, this format is ass, right? We have not played this format, like, at all. We have basically avoided Rush this entire season. We've barely even been playing in tournaments because it's just the Machine and Cyburst game, which is really not fun. So we have not made any effort to try and Cog. That's why we're really hoping for the new Super Mini to be good. I don't care if the new decks are broken as shit. I just want something in the game that isn't Machine and Cyburst. Well, we are going to get a turn 2 Essel, but we'll have to see if we actually hit something. We are playing 7 high-level monsters, so the odds of hitting something should be reasonably good. Second Essel, so we get 4 chances. Well, we're not doing that. Essel, mate, I need you to hit something. Okay, that'll do it. So out comes the Buster Blader. We'll then set 1, set 2, go straight to battle, swing. And then we'll get in for the 2000. And then we'll pass. Alright. Let's see what our opponent has. Cyburst is somewhat manageable in my opinion, but Machine is a pain to play against. So they're two very different decks, and that's what makes the meta even more awkward for us, because when you play around one of the things that one of the deck does, you're not playing around what the other deck does. So the major difference, I would say, is that Cyburst, Jesus Christ, Cyburst is very easy to establish a very, very strong board. Oh, that is actually catastrophic, because we've already lost both of our TSAs. So now it's literally, we need to hard draw Tribute to the Doomed, otherwise we're just dead. Oh, don't you just love it when your opponent just hard draws the max? Oh, isn't that so fun, guys? Oh, man. He's such a skilled player we're against. Oh, he's so good at this game. Man. That's crazy. We'll just show how good we are. We'll just hard draw the Tribute to the Doomed. Easy. Easy, mate. We'll just draw it. Or the game's over and we can't do anything. We literally can't play. Like, we don't have a play to make. So, like, the game is over. We can bring back a 2600 guy that does nothing, and then we lose. Rip. I'll tell you, we'll save that replay as well, because that can really drive home the fact that this deck is ass. Alright. Now, can we play against not Cyburst this time? That is the question. We're going to see Nail's ugly mug once again. Oh, it's Asana. We might actually have a game. It's Asana playing an Archive skill. So, this could be Blue Eyes. This could be... Ah, Yami Ruler here. I mean, I think we just go for the Yami lock immediately, right? We'll go for the Esso immediately. See what this hits. We will set the Siesta. We'll go ahead and get out the Yami. Use its effect. Set this. And end. But yeah, Cyburst is annoying because of just the sheer amount of damage they can get in. Between Perceptical Mani lowering your attack and the skill also lowering your attack, they can just hit you so hard. Like, it was the issue back when I was playing Noodles, would be that against machines, I could basically manage everything they were doing. But against Cyburst, I would only have one monster in attack, but they'd be like, alright, I'll reduce it by 800, then I'll reduce it by 900, so it's minus 17. And then I'm also going to give myself a boost off of Actua Shoot Hydron. Then I'm going to slap you for half your life points. And it's like, oh, well, I'm only leaving one monster in attack because I want to take low damage each turn. But you're able to just absolutely demolish me by doing that. Looks like we're against Harpies. Unfortunately, Yami Ruler doesn't work against Harpies, so we have been, like, soft countered immediately. If this was at least Blue Eyes, I mean, to be fair, Blue Eyes also doesn't really care about Yami Lock. Blue Eyes can just summon out the, God, what's it called? The Kyberman and just cheat the guys out anyway. Okay, that was almost very awkward, but we did manage to get two monsters we can use. So we'll go Witness, then we'll go Witness. We can add that back to our hand, but there's no reason to. We'll go ahead and tribute both. Summon out the Busterzark. We will go ahead and activate the Busterzark skill now. Boost this up. We'll use the effect of Busterzark, and we will put back into the deck you and you. Then we'll summon out you. Set 1, set 2. Go to battle, swing over this. And swing over this. Alright, we've got some okay damage in there. Let's see what he does. But yeah, Machine is a weird one. I feel like Machine is extraordinarily reliant on Innovator. If a machine player, for whatever reason, just doesn't find their Innovators, their deck is very middling. They're just kind of bad. Like, it's not... like, obviously, they're going to find Innovator. That's the primary thing there, right? So when they do find the Innovator, it's not going to matter anyway. Okay. I mean... without a Piercer, this is a little bit awkward no matter what, really. I guess we set this. We want to get this out of our hand either way, so we'll set it. We'll then just go to battle. We'll clear the Harpy's Pet Dragon. And we'll hit over this. And we'll just go to our opponent's turn. This is the issue as well. We've got all three of these in the graveyard right now, and we really need to find one. So, like, until we get the option to put them back in our deck, we have no way to beat set 3 pass. So we're just going to, like, slowly wail on our opponent. Okay, we have a Cybertech Alligator. Where are we going with Cybertech Alligator is the next question. Hysteric Force. One, two. We haven't seen any of our shufflers yet, right? We've only seen the Siesta Torero. He's not going for a crash. Okay. That's only 1100. We just take that. I don't care about that. You can clear out the monster as well. I don't mind. It's not ideal. But also, like, I'm kind of fine with this. We will go ahead and... actually, do we even set this? I don't think we need to. I think we just go battle. We'll just clear this. Bonk. And we'll just pass. Not finding another... I guess in... because we had 3 cards in hand, like, just to try and guarantee we got 2 normal summons, we probably should have used a trap card. Because then we probably could have just won the game there. But then it's like not wanting to throw away a trap on something so meaningless is the point. Where is our opponent's back row as well? They haven't set any spell traps this entire game. Let's see what he does. Still just chilling. Still just chilling on the Cybertech Alligator. Does tribute 2. Summons out a monster that buffs my monster. So I assume we're planning to do like a TSA? Ah, okay. Okay, we're going all in. But I have 3 back row that you know I can activate. Behold, negate attack. Then we'll draw, grab that. We'll normal summon, normal summon. Go ahead and tribute 2. Go ahead and use the skill. Dump this. Dump this. Increase the attack. Activate the effect. We'll put this back and this back. Bring this out. Welcome to the field. We'll then go ahead and use Tribute to the Doomed. We might as well send this. We'll get rid of the really big one. Set this. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. And that's going to be the GG's. Right, well, we can beat Harpy. I don't know if that's an accomplishment, but we can do it. Rush Sleep. What have you been up to anyway, Dragson? Are you still playing Rush at the moment? Or Duel Links in general? So obviously you always stop by, but I haven't seen you like playing much at all. Right, let's see what our next opponent has for us. It's going to be 9999 from Japan. Gold 4. On Yuga, so we're expecting Overlord here. The issue is, we don't really have a good way to play around Overlord, other than just like hit really hard and just hope that he doesn't hard draw the max. We'll see what he does. I just log on, do some duel, then log off. Are you like waiting for a big release or something? Is that what we're currently doing? Like waiting for fusions to come out and rush or something, or waiting for a new speed box that we're interested in? Oh, we are against machines. Okay. Okay. I mean, if we can sack into Buster Blader, then doing that is a really good play. But like, what are the odds we actually sack into Buster Blader? Like, it's definitely not the play. I think we just set these. The issue is that he's going to draw an Innovator, and then he's going to start piercing over us. One of these is going to be an Iron Onslaught, and he's going to pop our Avian Spell Tactics, which is going to be sad. Yeah, just waiting for something big to come out now. That is fair enough. There it is. Barrage of Steel does pop our Avian Spell Tactics. Not ideal, but could be worse. We're putting back... Alright, we're revealing the Barrel Dragon. We're not necessarily putting back the Barrel Dragon. Barrel Dragon is another good way to beat set 3 pass, so we might just go for that. Set, tribute both. Barrel Dragon. Okay, this doesn't actually beat my set 3 pass though, which is quite nice. So at least we have that gun. And he whiffs as well, which does mean that our Boltricorn is not going to be live if we do play it. So we lose our Witness, and we lose our Piercing. I mean, I guess we go for it. So we'll set Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon this. We then summon out the Siesta Torero. Activate Siesta Torero's effect. We'll put 1, 2, 3 back in the deck. We're going to flip this down. We're going to go ahead and activate Avian Spell Tactics. Pop this one. Set. Activate the skill. Get some of these big boys out of the deck, because we want them in the graveyard ready. Go to battle, and we'll try and swing over. We're probably going to run into, like, a widespread. He's playing Negate Attack. Okay. So that means he's only on the one Aim Eagle. Okay. Because only Aim Eagle is currently in the graveyard. Barrage of Steel is going to pop our Buffered Slime, which does suck, but there's not really anything we can do about that, so... Unfortunately, this does look like a big L. Our deck just is not able to do what Machine can do. We are going to take so much damage here. Holy crap. And he's got a full field and still has cards left in hand. We are just... I really don't... And we're just dead. We're just dead. Oh, I don't know how people think Busterzark is good. Like, this deck just... Like, look at this. What are we supposed to do? There was no possible way to play better there. I mean, again, we'll just save the replay. This deck does feel like such cope. Like, just such cope. We're still going to play it today. We're still going to give it, like, a fair shot. You never know. These games might all be flukes. The deck might really come together. Yap, yap, yap. We'll see what happens. It's one of those things where when you're playing what you consider to be a bad deck, but you still feel like you have to give it, like, a really good go, because, like, it's not fair to play, like, 4 games with the deck and then be like, this is garbage, never play it. I feel like you've really got to give it a fair shake. You've got to give it, like, the 20 games it needs. And then you get, like, a real feel for it. Oh, that's not a great hand. Let's see what our opponent's got for us. So we're assuming this is going to be Royal Rebel, but this could just as easily be the aggro deck. Let's see what he's got. Buster Blader off the top, unfortunately, is really bad here. It does literally nothing for us. So, we just chill. Which I guess is fine. The other problem is that if this is Royal Rebel is literally the hard counter to Busterzark. Like, it is so unbelievably one-sided matchup. Even to get our piercing through his set 3, we have to use Piercing Samurai, which means we have to leave 3 monsters in attack. So it's like not easy. Hello, my special Mr. Tomato. Hello, Sakadetsu. Welcome on in. You've caught us playing some Rush, which is something we have not done in a while. We're playing a deck that is... It's been doing, like, okay. It has a couple of tops. But the wider community basically considers this deck to be ass. And it's kind of like, we don't really know how this deck has been getting tops. But we're going to try. We're trying it out. We're seeing if we can make it work. But so far, it's not been great. We've got one win against Cybursts. We got completely destroyed by 2 other Cybursts. We got completely destroyed by machines. None of those games were even close. And we beat a Harpy Ladies, but like, it's Harpies. Everyone beats Harpies. I like OK cards. I mean, we'll have to see what he does. The issue is, again, in this matchup specifically, this is really favored towards him. So we are very much the underdogs in this game. Let's see what happens. I sometimes lose to Harpies. It's one of those things where in Rush, specifically, if you just draw well enough, Hell Tuning Invasion, okay, that's interesting. That means he might not be on Doom Metal, which means we might be okay. But yeah, in Rush, if you just get lucky enough, you can just beat anything. That is just the nature of Rush. You can brick on anything, you can beat anything. So like, the power level between tiers is generally not as big in Rush compared to like Speed. Okay, well there is a Heavy Metal. Goes up to that 37. I mean, I think we just take the 37 here. If we're not dead, I think we have to just keep hold of the Buffered Slime. That's interesting. No matter... Right, so I have to do this. We have to normal summon... Then normal summon, then normal summon. Then we can activate Piercing Samurai. Use it on this. Then we tribute these 2 to summon this. We'll activate Avian Spell Tactics and pop this. We will put a card on top. What's in our graveyard currently? We've got 4. So we will put a card on top. I'm going to put Busterzark. Actually, no, it doesn't make any difference. So putting Busterzark back into the deck doesn't change anything. Oh well, we'll do it anyway. Then we will activate Siesta Torero's effect. And we'll put all 3 of these back. Flip this down. Set this. Activate the skill. Dump some of our warriors into the graveyard. Go to battle, attack with our piercing. He's going to use the negate attack here. Okay, that's fine. The negate attack being gone here is very, very good for us. When I run machines, Harpies wrecks me. It feels like I always lose to them. See, that is very interesting, because typically machines have a very, very strong matchup into Harpies. The only thing Harpies does better than Machine is basically establish a board a lot quicker. Do you use Talismanic Warriors? I hear they're good with Buster Blader. So unfortunately, the Talismanic Warriors aren't particularly good with Buster Blader. The issue is that if you use Shitotsu, she's okay at fixing a bricked hand, but she doesn't plus you. So that's all she does is, like we say, fix a brick's hand. Whereas the other Talismanic Warrior just burns your opponent, which again doesn't help. Is that Icy Gamer? Hello, hello, hello. Do we have the Icy thing? We do. Shout out to Icy. Welcome on in, Icy. You've caught us playing the Rush duels. It's ironic, isn't it? Icy, like, barely shows up when we're playing Speed, and the second we're playing Rush that Icy doesn't really care about. He's like, oh, I'm here. Tomato, what's your list? This is the list we're playing at the moment. It's pretty standard. This is basically, like, 1-to-1, like, the lists that are winning. Like, none of this is, like, a spicy tech. Like, all of this is standard. Like, literally everything in here has been done by someone else before us. Like, the 2 Trick Pigeons pretty standard these days. Well, there goes my board. That's a bit sad. Man, this is really not going well. Well, we can use our trap to save us, but... we're actually going to lose to Hell Tuning. Again, we do lose to this deck anyway, but... okay, this is okay. We go Witness. Oh, we should have summoned that first. We just got a bit carried away there. All right, we'll go Witness Effect. Put this back in our hand. We will, I guess, just set this at this point. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon. Summon. What do we have? We've got double TSA. Ugh. We will go ahead and throw out a TSA. Put back, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Weaken this down. We'll activate Piercing Samurai, and I guess we'll target... it shouldn't matter, really. We'll just target himself. We'll go ahead and use Siesta Torero, and we'll put back 1, 2, 3. Flip this down. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Put this back in the bin. We'll put this back in the bin. Go to battle. What's the most important? This is the most important, so we'll get this out of the way first. Go for the piercing. And get him for the 12. Now, we still have the negate attack, so as long as he doesn't pop our fresh set, we're probably in an okay spot here. We'll see what happens. It just depends how my sleep schedule is. I mean, that is fair enough. I do know you have a very erratic sleep schedule, so... mine is, like, the most... like... I have such a specific schedule, and I just always stick to it. So I couldn't even imagine. No negate attacks, so no widespread ruins. So I think now you are in a good situation. It depends if he hits our back row. If he just hits the back row, then we're in an awkward spot. And the other thing he can do is do his Hell Tuning Invasion play again and make all us low level. See, now, if he hits the right... okay, hit the wrong one. If he does have another one and hits the correct one, though, all he needs is a heavy metal to win the game. Okay. Gonna go for the TSA. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we doing it on? What are we doing it on? I mean, he could use it on the big boy, but if he's going for lethal, he could probably use it on the little boy. Probably piercing Samurai if he wants to just try and slap over us for game. But he'd have to have something specific, like a heavy metal. If he's got heavy metal, it doesn't matter anyway. That was the only wrong decision. Unless, like, you're just going to swing over it and pray. Which means he probably has a slime. I mean, there's no way we protect that. We always just give that up. That's fine. Now, when you think the Rush get its next box, I would think sooner rather than later. Right, we'll go Avian. Pop this one. It's a 50-50. I mean, that's not a bad hit. There's nothing really in the grave we want back on top of our deck. So, not going to bother with that. We already have him out, so we don't need to worry about that too much. I mean, I could produce that, but it doesn't really accomplish anything. We'll just set this. I think we want to maintain that. So we'll summon out the Boltricorn. Go to battle. We are fully expecting this to get protected by something. Either another Recital or... We're attacking with this first in case it is Recital. Then we'll swing with this one. And then we'll see if we can get in for game. Okay, so we had double Recital, which means we would have gotten only 16 in if we hadn't popped one of them. So all in all, that went okay. I don't really think that's a replay worth saving, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I would think the next Rush Mini, or the Super Mini, should be probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Which I already think is too long. Realistically, this next speed box coming out should have been a Rush box. The last Mini we got was so unimpactful that I'm just like, we needed something. Like this... The Rush meta has been in such an awkward spot. Because, like, the Rush meta isn't, like, bad. It's not, like, awful, cataclysmic, terrible. But what they did was, they took out one of the better decks, and then left the other 2 decks basically at full power. And so it's just left us in, like, this really weird spot. Okay. We're gonna set. And then we're just gonna set both of these. That's going to do us for the turn. Now, as long as we don't draw into another big brick boy, we are fine. And you say you will lose. Tomato, you don't believe in Buster Blade too much. Well, so we've actually been getting kind of lucky in the fact that we've seen Buster Blader quite early. So we're... Even in the games we've lost, we've gotten relatively lucky to be able to see that early Buster Blader. So it's not been, like, super great for us. Oh, let's start a rumor. Yeah, yeah, guys, the box is next Friday. Well, it's one of those things where I remember I was saying that a Super Mini would make sense as our next box. And then the next thing I knew, everyone was just saying that we were guaranteed getting a Super Mini, even though we hadn't heard anything from Konami and we hadn't data mined anything yet. Everyone was just like, no, we are getting a Super Mini. It is coming out soon. And it was like, yeah, okay, we're just talking in absolutes now. I thought that was only the Sith did that, but yeah, whatever. Oh, there's all of the bricks all at once. You love to see it. Right, we'll summon this. Summon this. The issue is we can't even do a big Busterzark play. We literally don't have enough. We can send... No, that still doesn't work. Okay, we can do this. We can activate Tribute to the Doomed. Discard this. Pop this. Then we summon Busterzark. Then we use the skill. Then we'll send this. And another one. Send this. Gain attack. Boost them up. Activate the effect. We'll put... Are we worried about a shield and sword play? Guess a little bit. We'll put these back in. We'll get out the Yami. Come on out, Yami. We're not using that. We'll just go to the battle phase, and then we'll just swing over these. So he's got no cards currently. And this is a 2,000 and a 25. So it's not like... It's not free to out. It's not super difficult for machines, but it's not, like, super free. If it's next Friday, I'm going to get hacked by Konami. So I've seen people saying it might even come out, like, this Friday. And I'm like... I don't know if we would get it without... anything from the leaks, right? If it was coming out that early, we would have had something in the leaks, right? Right, we'll go Avian. Pop this. No, I don't want another card back. So we don't have access to any piercing. So that's a little bit awkward, but it's not the end of the world. I guess I could have put that on top. I think we are going to just set this. I don't want to, like, leave too much in attack mode, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to clear all of his stuff. We'll just pass on this. Let's see what he does. Hopefully the box isn't early August, otherwise it won't apply for WCS, which sounds yikes. Yeah, it's also one of the things Konami like to do is not mess with the format right before a WCS. So, like, If it doesn't come out very, very shortly, then we're probably not going to see anything for a long while after that. Because they like to give the players generally a long time to prepare. They like to, make sure nothing drastic's going to change. Another thing I would like to see as well with the new box is another hit to Machine and Cyburst. I think, again, we remove the attack reduction from Cyburst. I think that is completely fine. Just get rid of it. I don't even think you need to hit Cyburst other than that. I think just doing that is fine. And then I would also like to see... For machines, it's a little bit harder to predict. Oh, that's really bad. I mean, we're going to be fine either way. I just would have really liked to have kept some monsters here. Oh, okay. We're just... My man, stop. I think we just win here, though, right? I'm pretty sure we just win. Unless we brick horrendously. We're in a very good spot. That's almost a horrendous brick. Alright, we'll summon... Summon. Let's summon out the boy. We'll go ahead and... What's on our graveyard currently? Do we have them all in the graveyard currently? We only have one. So we have to use the skill first. Put 1. Put 2. Gain the attack. Activate the effect of Busterzark. We will put back you and you. Summon forth Yami Ruler. Summon out Siesta Torero. Activate Talismanic Seal Array. Put back 1, 2, 3, 4. Reduce. To battle, swing over this. Swing over this. Swing for game. Take that, machines! Now you feel the power of Busterzark! Deck registration for WCS starts in early August, so they most likely won't change anything after it starts. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is I think we'll have a content drought after that happens. So, please... make the meta better before then, because I think in general, like I've already said today, right, the meta isn't bad necessarily, it's just stale. We've had the same 2 best decks for going on 3 months, and it's can we just shake it up a bit, right? It's I've basically tried to avoid machines since I won a tournament with it. Because I was like, well, I've already won a tournament with this. I've already proved the deck is good. I've already proved to myself that I can play the deck to a high level. Let's move on to something else. And it's just and another month. And another month. And it's still the best deck. And it's come on, Konami. Give us something. That's why even though the new Luke skill looks really kind of middling. It doesn't look horrid. But I don't think it looks like it's going to be a top contender. I'm just let's just hope Mirageus is a really gross OTK deck and actually does stuff in the meta. I'd be happy for that to happen, just for a change. Alright, so we're against... What skill would you play? Oh, it's Harpies. You're just randomly playing random 1500 beaters that have 0 defense in Harpies. Okay. I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Alright, we'll go Witness, activate Witness effect. We'll go Witness, activate Witness effect. I guess we'll just summon out Semi. Why not? Out you come, Semi. Go ahead and use the skill. I think I'm going to send this from my hand. I don't really want it just sitting in my hand forever. And we'll just pass. I basically have full power Machine, but I never played them. It's one of those things. Machine is a cool deck, right? Mirror Innovator is a really cool boss monster. A lot of the other Machine cards, Craft the Drone, Bicorn, these are really cool cards that do interesting things. But the issue is, when the deck feels so much more powerful than the other decks available, it feels really bad for the meta. And it's not even that big of an issue if it's only around for a month. But when it's just again and again and again, that's when it's like, okay, can we stop this now? Can we start, you know, getting other decks in? Because that's the thing. If Noodles were still a deck, I would still just be playing Noodles, and I'd be having a great time. But, like, they're not. They got completely gutted. Alright, we'll summon Siesta Torero. We'll go ahead and fire off Spell Tactics. We'll just pop this. We'll summon out Piercing Samurai. Activate Samurai. Target Semi-Ruler. We'll then go ahead and activate Siesta Torero. And we will put back... probably all of these. We'll flip this down. We'll Tribute 1, Tribute 2. I've just realised we don't actually have enough to do a play because we left this on the field. That is awkward. That is very awkward. I mean, I guess we'll use the Spectral Squall and just dump that. And just gain the attack. God, that is so awkward that I had to, like, tribute that to make this work. Oh, well. We'll set, go to battle, pierce over this. And we'll swing over this for another 2,000. So if you don't have Buster Blader in rotation, you need all three of these in the graveyard. That is something to keep in mind, like, to keep in the back of your head, is that you really need to do that. How many Piercing Samurai in the graveyard? We got 2 in there. We only have 1 left in the deck currently. So that's going to be a priority. Well, there's Buster Blader. We finally found him. I mean, we always just set this. I guess we'll just summon out the Siesta Torero, because this will allow us... Oh, we can't because it's not attack position, of course. In which case... Do we just summon this out? I think we will. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon out the boy. This turns on Busterzark. So we'll use the effect. We'll put this back and this back. Bring this out. Activate the skill. We'll put both of them back. Gain the attack onto the Busterzark. Not that it really does anything, but, you know, we've done it. Swing. Swing. And swing. So we've done it. We have the big Chungo board. This is the Busterzark special. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean much if we can't beat set 3 pass. Did he really? Are we actually gonna lose to the max? Bro, no way. Come on, no one has ever been able to summon her. That is so sad. That is like the most meme way to lose a game. So that's gonna be 19. So we're not dead, but like... Actually, I think we just win. But, like, that was the best chance they had to win. That's for sure. Right. Voltricorn. Activate its effect. Hit this. We'll go Witness. There's no reason to Witness. So we will just Tribute. Call forth. We'll then activate Busterzark. We'll put back you and you. Call upon the Buster Blader. We'll activate Talismanic Seal Array. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the win. We'll take it. We'll save that replay as well. That was funny. And now, perfectly, it is 1 PM UK time, so that means the Angel Cup is about to commence. So we're going to take our garbage deck into there, and see if we can get a win. We'll see what happens. Hello, Duke. Welcome on in. All right. We'll go ahead and make a duel room. And we should probably bring this up as well. So we don't want that. Change that to that. Okay, let us see who ended up showing up to this event. See if there's any names we recognize. Probably move this over here as well. Oh, Giorfio's here. Duan is in here. The man, the myth, the legend. We got Rafuta, we got Zaga Zaga, we got Gozu. Capazon's in here. My eyes deceive me, or is there no Twitch Pro Fit? Alright, let's see if the brackets have been posted yet. What's that new deck of yours? We're playing Busterzark, which is Buster Blader Ice Zark. We're about to take it into a tournament and hope we don't just die. That's the hope. Oh, we have a bye! And we're against Giorfio's bracket. Who is this? Licked Kyo. Ricky... I have no idea who this is, but yeah, Giorfio's playing though. I hope it can counter maximum. I mean, not easily, but it can. Well, spoiler alert, he will just die. I mean, that is probably what's going to happen. I mean, I guess we'll jump back into another ranked game for now then. While we wait for that. I'll have it up on my other screen, so hopefully I can see when my opponent is ready. Alright, let's see what our opponent's on this time. It is Yuga again. Now, our experience today is telling us... Also, my bracket in this tournament is super stacked. We've got Giorfio, we've got Nanao, we've got Rafuta. Bismut's in this side of the bracket. Like... Or Duan has got Zaga Zaga, Capazon, and Gozu, though. So, ooh, that might be a bit difficult. Alright. We're going to go for the fabled set 5 and pass and see what our opponent does. I don't know which half of this bracket looks harder, you know. It looks pretty even, all things considered. Ah, my avian spell tactics. Uses crafted your own effect. Discards one of the aim eagles. Tomato, take out the Yami for the Gaia. It's what I've done, and brick weight less. The issue is that Gaia sometimes is really, really useful because you can get down to one card and then summon it out, and then it can be really, really helpful. But as a boss monster, it's generally worse, right? Because you can't attack over a lot more things. And from what I've seen, the decks that are topping are on the Yami and not on the Gaia. So that's why we've gone with that. Is that correct? I'll let you be the judge, but it's what we're doing, and that's the logic as to why we're doing it. Either way, the tournament's already started, so we can't change our deck list. Right, we'll summon Witness. Activate Witness. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We'll summon Witness. Activate Witness. There's lots of big boys in the graveyard now. That's good, I guess. We will go ahead and Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon out the boy. Flip over the Piercing Samurai, and then we'll summon out the Siesta Torero. I guess either way here. We have, like, a lot of plays available to us, which is quite funny. I could flip that down and then pierce over it. That's probably going to be the best thing to do with this. So we'll activate Piercing Samurai. Activate Siesta Torero. We will just put this, this, and this back. 2, 3. We're going to flip this down. We're then going to go ahead and activate Talismanic Silhouette. We're just going to put these back, so we're going to send them straight back to the graveyard in a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4. reduce this, activate our skill, put this back, put this back, go to battle, we will just swing over this, pierce over this, and then get in for 12. Okay, that's not a bad open, because machines aren't the best at recovering when they're down to 0 cards. They still can do it, 100%. They do have to draw very specific cards to be able to do it. We'll see what he does. 7 shift does send the crafter drone, does cheat out the Mech Lord Mirror Innovator. 2 cards left in hand means he'd need a very specific hand to be able to summon out double boss, which he can't do. Okay, so he's going to be able to clear the whole board here. This is basically one of those hands where there weren't many hands he could have had that could have cleared my entire board, but he has found one of them. But again, we can pop this with our back row. If we can just find an Busterzark off the top and 2 normals, we are in a fantastic position. Let's just find that. Unfortunately, that is not ideal. Beating this 15 is actually just going to be a massive headache for us, isn't it? Okay, let's go Essel. Because I think if we play passively, we just die. So we're going to... That's not funny, game. We'll go Witness. And we have to hit a Buster Blader here. We've sent all 3 Busterzark to the graveyard. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, game. I appreciate that. Okay. So we have to use Tribute to the Doomed, otherwise we're just straight dead. And we'll just get rid of this. Then I guess we'll just set and set. Because the deck has decided to betray us catastrophically. We are now in such a terrible, terrible position. It seems like Garbage Deck is getting through. The only one question will be... will it be succeed? I mean, I'm not convinced myself. Let's hope. Unfortunately, we were potentially... And if we had just seen an Busterzark there, I think we just won the game. But we've just milled all 3 Busterzark. Which isn't like the end of the world, because we can now find one of our pigeons, which gives us access to them. There's the pigeon. I think we have to give up our Spell Trap, which is awkward, but it is the play. So we'll go Trick Pigeon, activate the effect. Goodbye, Negate Attack. Come back to me, Busterzark. We'll summon out the Siesta Torero. We're just going to go ahead and tribute both. Summon out the Busterzark. Activate Busterzark effect. We'll put this back and this back. Bring out everyone's favorite Yami Ruler. Then... how do we want to play this? I would have to have... oh, I should have flipped down before. That would have been way better than pierced over. That would have been lethal. But we missed the line. And since we've already missed it, there's nothing we can do about it. We'll put these both in the bin. Boost our attack up. We'll summon out the Siesta Torero anyway, because we're probably dead either way if he has a play anyway, so it's like, why not? Put these back. Flip this down. Swing over that. Swing over that. Oh, it's exact lethal anyway. Oh, it's 100 over lethal. That's what we get for just not mathing. I got SL OTK'd. I'm guessing that was machine then that SL OTK'd you. Come on, Dwan, you've got this. I believe in you. I believe, Dwan. Alright. So now we'll just jump into another game. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame. It's one of these things as well, where whenever someone brings, like, Machine or Cyberburst to a tournament, like, I'm not mad, right? I'm not even necessarily disappointed, but I am a bit like, snore, right? I want to see people on, like, Thunder. I want to see people on Busterzark. I want to see people on Psychic. Wait a minute. Is that Psychers from the chat? Oh boy. What do you mean, yeah? He means he's playing against Machine. We asked him the question. Alright, let's see what we're going to do with this. We'll summon out Witness. Activate the effect. We'll set. And go ahead and tribute these. 4 Ds. Set a back row. Pass turn. Alright, let's see what Suzaika's has for us. Multiple back row, okay. Two defense monsters. Oh, Spark Hearts. Okay. Probably on the Z-Casters then. We will start off with Essel. We're going to go ahead and activate Essel's effect. We're then going to Tribute 2. Call forth the Mighty Busterzark. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. This will let us send 2 of our big boys to the graveyard. Boost our Busterzark's attack up. We can then activate the effect of Busterzark. And we'll go ahead and put probably just these 2 back. 1, 2. Call forth the Yami Ruler. We'll then summon out the Piercing Samurai. Activate Piercing Samurai's effect. We'll give Piercing. We'll set 1. Set 2. Go to battle. We'll swing over this. Cutting of Sparks. Okay. Alright, let's get greedy. And the greed pays off. We get the 3,000 damage in. We're feeling pretty good right now. We'll pass the turn now. Set 1. So he knows we have piercing, so he has to out that at the very least, while still not leaving himself exposed too much that he takes 2,000 damage. Summons out the SRW, so now we can use the skill. Boost its attack up to 24. Add the 7's Red Magician from deck to hand. It's looking pretty good. We can now use the effect. Boost its attack up to 28. How big is 7's Red Magician going to get though? That's the question. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different attributes in graveyard. We are not getting another one. Not yet, at the very least. We still could get one off of the 7's Red Magician mill effect. And the 7's Road Mage. We're looking for big damage this turn. Does go for the reduce. Activate the effect of 7's Road Magician. Then we're going to activate Stream. All 3 in my back row are good, so it doesn't really matter what gets hit. That was arguably the best one, but maybe not even. Okay, I think we just take all of this. We're not dead, so... Goodbye, my Busterzark. Down to 39. We're feeling okay. I'm just up by 12 down to 400, which means we only need 24 attack to win, which we don't currently have. It's a little bit awkward. If we can get that out of 4, we can attack over it for 8. Attack over that for 4. Still not going to be enough. We don't have a Buster Blader in the grave yet. We could pierce over, that still doesn't change anything. I'm out, he summoned 2 Innovator turn 3. Ooh, that's rough. That is so rough. Alright, let's go Essel. We're gonna try and high roll this, because it's way more fun. Mill 2. Okay, unfortunately we didn't hit what we were looking for. Now we'll summon out Witness. Activate Witness. Ah, where is my Buster Blader? He's just not in the deck. Oh, I should have used this first. That would have been way better. Okay, that's fine. What do we have in the graveyard currently, actually? We have 1, 2... All 3 Busterzark are currently in the bin. So we do kind of want to see the Busterzarks back. But we also kind of want to keep that. I think we will just go to battle here. Actually, do we have... This is such an awkward hand, having this stuff stuck in it. Alright, we'll just go to battle. We'll just swing over this. That's all we're doing. We'll just pass. Alright, let's see what he's got. Oh, spellcasters. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, we've been getting very unlucky. If we had milled Buster Blader, we had lethal, but Buster Blader's in the bottom 7 of our deck, and we milled 4 and couldn't find it. He also put my NA, but I only had 1 back row, so I knew this would happen. Oh, if he gets lucky, yeah, that's game. That's game. Ah, that's unfortunate. We lost the 50-50. We went for the gamble because it was... When we had 4 mills and we only had to hit 1 card and it was 11 in there, realistically, we didn't have to lose it, right? We could have just put all of our monsters sideways and been fine, but we went for the more exciting play that, again, wasn't unlikely to work. Alright, you can go and fuck yourself, mate. We're not gonna... We're not gonna have you sat there spinning plates for ages. Alright. Unfortunately, I think that was our rank-up game as well. I mean, we did punt it, to be fair. Like, we could have won that quite easily, unless he had Torna, which I don't think he had. But we went for the more exciting play. Again, I guess the odds weren't in our favor, because it was 4 out of 11. But, like, the chances of it happening weren't bad. And then, obviously, we lost the 50-50 at the end as well. But, you know, we throw for content. That's how it goes. Right, let's see if we can keep Bouge from going up a rank. We're still waiting for our opponent to show up, whether or not that's Jorfio or his opponent. Okay, we're against an Archive skill. Let's see what he does. We're also getting really good at milling all of our Busterzarks. That seems to be our superpower, is we will just 100% of the time put all of our Busterzarks straight into the graveyard. Now there is an Busterzark. Unfortunately, this hand is not the best. Right, we'll go Boltricorn. Activate the effect. Hit this. We'll normal summon the Mighty Essel. I think we just use Essel here either way, right? Let's see what Essel hits. Really? Did we really just mill 3 spell traps? Oh my god. We're really doing this. We're really memeing this hard. Okay. Alright. We're just going to go all in then. Like, we have to just get this out of our hand for the most part. Activate the skill. We'll throw this away. We'll throw this away. Boost our attack up, because why not? Activate the effect. Put this back and this back. Just bring out the Yami. Go to battle, and we will swing. And we'll swing. Now we're against Thunder. Okay, okay. That's unlucky. Yeah, it's... It's unbelievably unlucky. We're playing, what, like 7 spell traps? So we have 23 monsters. We managed to mill 3 spell traps in a row. As well as the fact that just means we've lost 3 really good spell traps. What? Is this just like... Is this just Thunder, but like... with the 1500 vanillas from other people's types because of reasons? I think it is. The thing is, if you're going to use 1500s from other types, why wouldn't you use the ones that are 1200 defense? Why would you use the 0 defense ones? Okay, well, our guys have good enough defense that he can't clear both of them as is. He'd need to use another card. Oh, yeah, I forget he's still got the skill. Yeah, you can change them to defense, but you can also reduce their attack. See, Thunder is a good example of a really good skill that made a quite bad deck quite good. Which is kind of what we were hoping for, like, plants, right? We were hoping they would get a Thunder-esque skill that was actually good and actually did something. Okay, well, we're very low on cards, which is quite bad. But I suppose this is just the going second curse once again. Okay, I think we're doing that either way, right? There's no... Okay, yeah, so we'll do this. We'll summon out Witness, activate Witness. We'll summon out Trick Pigeon, activate Trick Pigeon. Bring back Busterzark. We will normal summon the Busterzark. I want to enjoy the stream too bad. My internet's so bad. Oh, that's a shame. Right, we'll go Spectral Squall. Bin a couple of boys. Boost our attack up. Activate Busterzark. Put this and this back in the deck. Summon out the Yami. Set a back row. Put this in defense. We'll swing into this. Does have the negate attack as well. Watch him have the Thunder Bar, the Thunder Blitz to pop my back row. Just to, like, really rub salt in the wound. I'm calling it now. He's going to have it. He's going to pop a back row. I was in the shower. Are you out of the tournament yet? There it is. We called it. We called it. We called that he would have it. No, we haven't even played yet. Our opponent hasn't finished yet. Yo, Tomato. Hey, Dual Links Alpha. Welcome on in. You've caught us playing the meme deck. We're going to see if the meme deck can do remotely okay. So far, it's been kind of shit. But let's see what... This should be a relatively even matchup. Theoretically, on paper, this matchup is kind of even. Meme deck, best deck. Unfortunately, meme deck, best deck... Like, I feel like there are better meme decks, like Vulcan, I think is a just stronger meme deck than this one. But, we'll see what happens. Don't summon a Stormbolt. He already got very lucky to have his negate attack when we didn't have back row removal, and then use the Thunder Blast to hit our negate attack. So he's already a negate attack up on us, and now he's just drawn into another boss, which is catastrophic for us. That means we are in such a bad position. If he sets 2 back row as well, the game is probably over. Best meme deck is Psychic. I mean, when it works, yeah. If you want to see a meme deck, you should see one of mine. Yeah, but is it a meme deck or is it just a bad deck? That's the question. Like, is it a like free-to-play 0 gem deck that's just a pile of stuff? Or is it like you've crafted something interesting? Where is Kim Friend when you're streaming around? Well, Kim Friend usually comes in to watch the speed stuff, typically. Alright, well, back down to 0 cards, which is, again, not a fantastic position to be in. But if we can rebuild the board... There's Busterzark. Unfortunately, we have also drawn the Buster Blader, which is very awkward for us. I think we just sit on Buster Blader, to be honest. Right, Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon out the Busterzark. Activate the skill. 1, 2. Gain the attack. Boosty boost. Activate his effect. Put this back. Put this back. 1, 2. Bring back the Yami Ruler. Set this. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. See, this is the issue. We have Busterzarked 3 times this game, and we are still nowhere near being in a winning position. I come here for that tomato content, you know. Well, we do appreciate you being here, Duel Links Alpha. Even if things aren't looking great for us. This is basically as well as this could have gone. The only thing bad is that we haven't had Busterblader in the graveyard yet. And we haven't, like, really used any spell traps to any meaningful effect. We still have all of our shufflers still on our deck as well. We've got 2 Siesta Torero and 2 TSA still in this deck. Obviously, we also have the 2 boss monsters we just shuffled in that we do not want to draw. Which is very awkward because we're almost certainly going to draw into them. Okay, Blast Jaws is fine. All that really matters is does he have a boss monster? And if he does, how many of them? There's an angler coilfish. Then we're tributing. For which one? Boat is... Boat's kind of fine. Because this has too much defense for him to just change defense and attack over. So he has to weaken this. And then changing that to defense doesn't change anything. So it still has too much defense to be attacked over by this. But if we weaken this by 8, we attack over it with that. Then we attack over this anyway and kill this. Okay, so we do still lose our whole board. And then we're just stuck with a Busterblader. The problem is, there is an okay chance that we just draw 2 boss monsters, and then we just can't play the game and the game is over. That is the issue. Because if that happens, we just can't do anything. And we can't even draw a Trick Pigeon or an Ice Sark, because all of our Ice Sarks and Trick Pigeons are already in the graveyard. Bro, come on. On top of the fact we're getting sacked a little bit, which does not make life easy. If he only has 2 monsters, that's not bad. You found the Busterblader? But I don't want him in my hand! I want him in the graveyard. He's stuck in our hand right now. I don't know why you bother changing that to defense. That doesn't pierce. That was a waste of... Our opponent is throwing. Our opponent is throwing. You're saying there's a chance. Okay, okay. So. We will begin with Talismanic Sealer, because we need to get some of this stuff back in our deck. We need some Ice Sarks back for sure. We need Tribute Fodder. So probably that. Probably be fine. We're just going to go ahead and reduce this. We'll then set. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon this out. Activate the skill. Put this in the bin. And this in the bin. I actually think we don't summon. I think we just leave this in hand. Because... Right, so he's going to have Recital. That's fine. The problem is, if we set this, he can just pierce over it. That is the big problem. Now, he can weaken this and boost up. He weakens this by 8, putting it down to 17. He boosts himself up to 28. So we take 11. But he needs to be able to clear this as well. So if he has another boss, we're just screwed no matter what. Oh, that's right. So 32 reduces us by 8. We go down to 17, and that's exact lethal. That is sad. That makes me very sad. He just found exact lethal. There was nothing we could do, though. Oh, he's got straight to battle. He didn't use the skill. He's throwing again! He's throwing it! Oh, wait, no, he can't. He can't use the skill because he hasn't summoned a boss monster this turn. Okay, this wasn't a throw. This was us forgetting how the skill works. The issue is he now has a lot of back row. He's already used Negate Attack, but he hasn't used Slime yet. So we have to just focus on clearing the whole board. That is going to be our priority here. So we will go... Talismanic Sealer. That's step 1. We'll put back another Ice Sark. Put this you, and you, probably. target this. We then set. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon this. We should already have the graveyard set up, right? So we'll activate the effect of Busterzark. Put this back. This back. Summon forth the Buster Blader. Activate the skill. Put this and this back in the bin. Boost our attack up. Go to battle. Swing over this. This is probably where he's going to... I don't even think he'd bother using it. There's no real... Okay, that's pointless. We'll swing with this. The issue is we still have to get through Slime at some point. We now have a 2000 attack guy as well, which means if he... so he needs a Trigger Drago plus something else. So either a Talismanic Seal Array or another Shark. There's the Shark. Oh wait, no, he doesn't even need that, because he can just weaken it by 700 with the skill. So he just drops us to 13. So we're just dead anyway. Were we dead if we didn't summon this? Oh, we're super dead. There was like 100 different things he had to stop us. Okay. There was nothing we could do. We literally used Busterzark effect like 5 times in this game, and it just did not matter at all. Like, I don't think we could have gotten a better setup, right? Now, obviously, we could have seen our traps at better times, etc., etc., but we literally used Busterzark effect 5 times and didn't win the game. So, like, I don't know, the deck seems kind of bad. It just seems like get lucky and you're fine. Like, it's super, super high roll. Like, super, super high roll. Which is the way Busterzark's always been. I don't think the Buster Blader stuff has changed anything. Like, the deck still plays exactly the same way. Is our opponent still not ready? Come on, round oneers. What's going on? Well, just go again, I guess. Meme Thunder win. So Thunder is actually doing okay right now. Thunder is, like, not a meme deck anymore. It's, like, performing all right. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say Thunder is, like, the best deck in the game, but, like, it's doing okay right now. Like, if we come back over to here quick, I can show you how Thunder's doing. Go away, you. Alright. So if we come over here, you can see Thunder is actually one of the better performing decks right now. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th best performing deck in the meta right now. So, like, it's doing okay. Now, if we go down to our little pie chart, it's this nice little green bit here. Like, again, it's not doing anything crazy, but, like, it's doing okay. Is that an Uraby? So yes, that's Torero. And I see if Essel memes us again. It didn't meme us. Okay. If we go Busterzark, we still can't really use its effect. So I think we don't summon Busterzark. Because we'd still have these two. I think we just go for this. We'll summon, activate tactics, pop this. Yeah, sure, actually. We'll put Busterzark on top. That seems pretty good. We'll go ahead and tribute these. Summon out another big boy. We don't need to use this skill, so we know what we're drawing into next turn anyway. We'll go to battle, swing into this. And then we'll swing into this. And then we'll pass. I don't see any of my decks, so is a meme. But what are your decks, Sakadetsi? That's the question. We're playing against probably Dynamix here. Which, like, again, Dynamix isn't a particularly strong deck. And we probably will be fine into it either way. Losing TSA kind of sucks, right? Because that's one of our ways to deal with Dynamix, but, like, what can you do? Thunder is good versus Cyburst unless they draw max. Thunder also can be good against Machine, but only if you have them on the back foot. So if Machine don't find a boss monster, their defense values are kind of shitty. Okay, you do need to find a power boost, my friend. What is the play here? Oh, our opponent is now ready for us. Which is a little awkward. Right, let's see what we find here. Okay. We'll summon, activate the effect, then summon, activate the effect. We'll just target himself, probably. So I need to tribute that either way. Really, we should have just held off on the effect. That would have been the smart thing to do. That would go Busterzark effect, put this away, put this away. Bring this out. Activate the skill. We'll put this in the grave, and then we'll just win. Alright, our opponent is ready for us, so we will see about hopping into that. So we'll blow this back up. Alright. Let us see what our opponent has. Okay, chances are we do have a little bit of inside knowledge here. And that is that we know our opponent is playing machine. But I think that is fair, because if our opponent wants to, they can come and find out that we're playing this and look at our hand the entire duel. So that's fine. Thunder always wrecks me. I mean, Thunder is a pretty good deck. Mine is spellcasters, what use Burn, Blue Eyes, and some kind of aggro. That's all. I see, I see. As much as I'm looking forward to Psychic, right, we should probably also get rid of this off the screen so you can actually see the duel. I'm trying out the new, like, skill. Oh, okay, so we're not against Machine. Interesting. Unless he's playing, like, Machine without the Machine skill. That's an option. This hand is kind of ass, though, isn't it? I think we actually are going to drop the Tribute to the Doomed immediately, just because of how this hand looks. We're going to pop this. So it is just dragons. Interesting, okay. So we use Essel. We'll bring back the Semi. Summon out the Piercing. Activate the effect. Target the Semi. And then, are we even going to do this? We don't need to do this. This is probably fine. Just go battle. I like having more monsters on the field. Does have the Recital, that's fine. Get him for 1,000. Pass turn. Take another quick look at this bracket. As much as I'm looking forward to Psychics, I'm going to be trying out the new Luke skill. Shame the deck will hard lose to Freeze. Yeah, it's not ideal. Oh, we're against Blue Eyes. Okay. Well, there goes our whole board, which is not ideal, but could be worse. There's Busterzark. We do already have one boss in the graveyard, so that's kind of fine. We do have to clear this. That doesn't matter anymore, so we don't really care about it. I would like to put an ice up back in my deck, I suppose. So I guess we will summon... We'll do this. We'll just flip this down for now. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon out the boy. Activate the skill. We will send this. And we will send this. Gain the attack. Activate the effect. We will grab this. And this. Summon out the semi. Normal summon. Activate the effect. Target itself for the piercing. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. Swing over this. And turns like that, it kind of looks like it's working. Okay, so he gets to summon out the Blue Eyes back. So he's got another double tribute in hand. Oh, that's pretty good. He just drew Blue Eyes Bright and Soul Drake. That's probably the best he possibly could have drawn. I suppose the only thing better would have been the actual Blue Eyes itself. That would have been stronger than this. Alright, let's see what we draw. That's not ideal, but it's also not awful. We'll go Trick here. Activate Trick. Send this. Grab back the Busterzark. We're then going to summon out the Witness. Use Witness effect. That's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and Tribute 2. Summon out the Zark. Activate our skill. Send to grave, send to grave. Gain monster's attack. Yes. Boost it up. Activate the effect. We'll put this back and this back. Call forth the Yami Ruler. We'll just go to battle and swing with this first. And then we'll see if he wants to use Recycle to protect this. We'll get it for 12. Then we'll pass. Okay, not the strongest board, but not too bad either. We got him down to 13. Oh. TSA off the top. What are the other cards is the question, though. Reduce me down to 600 attack. Then what? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we can probably do something here. So we'll go Voltricorn, we'll target this. Then I guess we'll summon out Piercing Samurai and Piercing Samurai. Activate the spell tactics. We'll pop this. Sure, we'll put the Ice Up back on top. Although now if I pierce, it goes straight back to Graveyard. It's a bit awkward. So Tribute. It depends how we do this. If we just try and pierce over this, we'd have to hope that has 1300 less defense, which probably does. So we're just going to do this, I think. We're gonna take the risk. Tribute, summon out the Buster Blader. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter because he's a dragon. That's right. It does not matter. He's playing dragons. Go 7100 attack. I mean, we always save that replay. Alright, let me sort this out quick. Let me talk to my opponent for a sec. Right, let me talk to my opponent real quick. Let's try and get some conversation going. Let's see what he says. Because I got Giorfio messaging me telling me this guy's changed deck. So we're just going to try and see what's going on. He's read my message. I'll try and post it in Japanese as well, in case he is Japanese. There's a high likelihood he's Japanese. Changing decks, is that legal? It is not, which is why I'm curious. The only reason I know, by the way, is because me and Giorfio are in the same league team, and he was just complaining in our league chat about just losing to machines. And he was the guy, you know, he just played against our opponent. So I was like, oh, okay, we're against machines. We didn't, like, try and find that information, but we did know it. And then he was playing dragons. So now we're just trying to... And now he's saying he's on the wrong deck. But now, what do we do now? I'm 1-0 up. Do I call the organizer? But then the problem is if I call the organizer, I then have to try and talk to the organizer who's also streaming right now. So he's got his own shit to worry about. And then I've got to try and communicate to him using Google Translate because he's Japanese. I feel like it's so many hoops to jump through. For something I also don't really care about. We're memeing with Busterzark in this tournament. So like... By the sounds of it, no problem if me disqualified or -1 point. I don't really know how to solve this. Just win again. If you lose, report him, Lamau. I mean, maybe. I'm not... Like I say, it's not easy, especially since we're now talking about it. It's like, what deck does he... Like, if we play again, what deck does he bring now? Does he bring Blue Eyes or does he bring Machine? It's awkward. Let me call the organizer. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call the organizer. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call the organizer and let them sort it out. Um... Alright, we're gonna let this guy sort it out. The only problem is I don't know if Tonemel, like, sorts it out like that. I'm hoping that the tournament organizer just manages to sort this out, so I don't have to worry about it. If you're playing Busterblader and you allow him to play the dragon when you know he should be on machine, which you shouldn't know, it's going to be confusing to see a good resolution. Has the tournament organizer said anything? No, he hasn't said anything. I'd have forced him to stay on the bad matchup deck, but at the end of the day, it's up to the tournament organizer, right? And tournament organizers decided one way. I'm not going to, like, question it. At the same time, again, he's trying to stream. Like, he's playing... He's brought the other guy back in. He's brought the TO back in for whatever reason. Just beat his ass. He's playing the best deck in the game and I'm on Busterzark. We're going to do what we can. We're going to try our darndest. But I'm not confident. The other thing is, I wouldn't have even bothered calling the TO, but Giorgio wanted me to make sure that, you know, he didn't enter with one deck and then play a completely different deck against him as well, because otherwise that could have been an issue, right? Because that means he should have lost that game and I should play against Giorgio. Is he gonna... Okay, there we go. It was just being bugged. That's fun. Alright, let's see what happens. So now we're against the big scary machine deck. Alright, let's see. The worst part is that my opponent isn't, my opponent doesn't speak Japanese. And my opponent clearly English isn't their first language. So it's like, he's trying to speak English to a Japanese admin who doesn't speak English and therefore is probably Google translating the broken English to try and work out what this guy's saying. So there's like so many barriers going on right now. I just feel sorry for Angel having to deal with our shit. Double witness, eh? Well, let's get milling. Is that good? It's a +1, but like, does it actually do anything here? I don't think there's a point in adding it right now. We can do it off the second one. Part of me just wants to like yammy lock him and just leave it at that, to be honest. We'll drop the avian spell tactics either way. And go ahead and pop this. And then we'll put Witness back on top. We'll go ahead and tribute both of these out. We will use Yami Ruler's effect. I don't even want to use the skill because we know that we're about to draw into a good card. So we'll just set pass. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Perfect mill? So kind of. The issue, it would have been a perfect mill if we didn't already have a boss monster in hand. Right, Barrage of Steel is fine. We weren't expecting to keep this anyway. If he doesn't cheat out a level 7, we're in a really good spot. So he needs to actually cheat one out using like 7 shift or something. As long as he doesn't do that, we are fine. That will lower our defense, but again, that doesn't matter. And then he passes. Alright, we just need to not find our Kime Ruler. Oh, for God's sake, of course we drew Kime Ruler. Of course we did. Okay. We'll go Witness. Activate the effect. We will grab back the Busterblader. We will summon out Ultracorn. Then we're going to tribute these to drop this boy. Change this to attack. Set this. We are going to summon out the Siesta Torero. We're going to go ahead and activate Siesta's effect. We're going to put this, this, and this back in the deck. And we're going to go ahead and flip probably this down, to be honest. We can then... What do we even want in our graveyard at this point? It's just the guy in our hand, right? It's like, is there even a point in sending him? Probably not. We'll go to battle. Then we'll just swing. Let's see what he does. Does have the negate attack, so it's another player that is on one copy of the Aim Eagle. Let's see what he does. Tribute to the Doomed off the top. It's gonna pop. Why would you not pop Buster Blader? Unless you're gonna use Shield and Sword. So he has drawn as one of Aim Eagle. No, he hasn't. He's drawn... That's not how that works. He gets to now search as one of Aim Eagle. Puts back the back row. That's horrifying. So he's going to tribute 2. Summon out 1. Then he's going to use the Aim Eagle. Summon out another. That'll be 3 cards out of his hand. He'll have 1 card left. And we do still have Buffered, but like we're probably not using it here realistically. I still don't understand the point of not popping Buster Blader. Don't sack me here, bro. Come on. At least have to attack over my shit. Ah, triple heads, of course. Of course. And it's the monster he reduced. He's playing so badly. And there's just no punish. We might actually have to just use... No, because if we're not dead, we have to just hold the slime, right? And then he could have also ended on a 15. He just chose not to. Brother in Christ. Right, how big is this getting? 36. So that's 50, 62, 72. Which means it's exact lethal. So we have to use our Buffered Slime. So after all of that, not only did he play so badly, he ended on the wrong end board. He ended on not weakening the right thing. Since he changed deck to machine, is it better with 1 NA Eagle or widespread in 2? It's one of those things where I personally think it is better with the double Eagle. Hey, alternate win condition. If he disconnects, we do win. Especially since our hand is this bricked up. We could really use this. And that is going to be the win. I mean, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. So we will report our 2-0 victory. Trying to type to my opponent. Alright, so with that in mind, we've now got to go and see who our next opponent is. So, who is our next opponent going to be? It is Nanao, another YouTuber. Now, is Nanao going to be on a meme deck is the next question. Alright, our opponent has a room ready, so we will translate what he is saying. Alright, so we'll do that, pop that up. Throw the message in. Grab his door room. Come over here. Enter the room. Throw that in there. Then we will challenge. We can now get rid of this. Alright. Yuga. So, probably just machine... Oh, it's not machines. It's an archive skill. Oh, this could be exciting. What's he going to be on? Where do you say this Japanese guy is streaming? So the Japanese guy is Angel. I'll tell you, when it's not my turn, I'll go and find his stream, and I'll link it to you so you can have a look. We will begin... Do we just set just everything? I think we do. I think this is a set 4 pass kind of hand. Alright. So this is the Angel Cup. That is the stream. Everyone should go ahead and give him a follow as well. Fantastic content creator. Really good streams. And a really strong player as well. Has qualified for Japanese Worlds. Ah! My weakest monster. Oh, we're on... Oh, okay. We're on the Machine Blue Eyes. This is a deck I do want to test, actually. This is the new Blue Eyes skill, where you play 1 copy of the Bright, and then you play just machines. Okay, he turned off our back row, which is not the nicest thing in the world. That's actually kind of a dick move. But we can play on. So we'll summon this. Go ahead and activate the effect. Mill a couple of cards. I think we probably just tribute both for this. We have to get this in the graveyard either way in order to use the effect if we want to bring something back. We don't technically have to do that. I mean, I guess we're doing it either way, though, aren't we? We could just use the skill send from hand. That works just as well. That gets us 2 in the grave. Summon. Okay, we will tribute 1, tribute 2. Summon out the boy. Go ahead and activate the skill. We'll send this from deck. This from hand. Boost our attack up. Activate the effect of Busterzark. We'll put this and this back. And then we will summon forth the mighty Yami Ruler, as well as the Siesta Torero. Go straight to battle. We will clear over this. Clear over this. And get in for 12. Which will let us take the lead. And we'll pass on that. Oh, is Zaga Zaga? Machine Blue Eyes. Yeah, so the new Blue Eyes skill basically says that you can play other boss monsters other than just the Blue Eyes stuff. So now, like, the best individual boss monster to play is Mirror Innovator. So people are just playing that now. Oh, have you got a way to game me? Oh, no. Why would you be doing this unless you had a way to lethal me? 33. So you need a 4,200 attack monster. Oh, don't tell me that's going to be 42. Well, I mean, we've got the back row to protect us anyway, so we're going to be fine either way, but... 37. So that's not even lethal. If he attacks over that... I mean, do we just use the back row here? Like, we don't need to, right? Because we're taking 17 plus this. So I think this is fine. But then again, we do need a way to out the Mirror Innovator. I think we will do this. It's maybe a little bit greedy to do that there, but I do like doing it. That's on the field already, so we can't get that going. We also can't do that. We'd have to basically do this over that, which is fine. Alright, let's just go for it. We're going to tribute both of these to summon this. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Put this in the bin. And this in the bin. Boost this attack up. Activate the effect. Put this back and this back. We're just going to summon this out again. This is a really silly move, but like, we're kind of in a silly mood, so we're just going to go for it. Swing over this. Oh, he's on the negate attack as well. Oh, if that was anything else, it was fine. Literally anything else, that was fine. It had to be negate attack. That was the only card that caused us issues there. Okay, that is very awkward for us. That is extremely awkward for us. See, now, part of me is like, we shouldn't have used the negate attack. But if he didn't have negate attack, we were in such a strong position anyway. If we'd also drawn some back row, it would have been good. There's also a high chance he's drawn his back row hate anyway. So, like... I mean, how much damage would we have had there? We would have done 13 plus 12, which is 25, plus 6, which is 31. So it wasn't going to be lethal either way. Unfortunately, we have lost the negate attack war, which really sucks. Having the advantage with the negate attack is so important, but... is that just going to be lethal? Do we even have any machines? We've got 2. So we can boost his... Oh, we've got 3. He can boost his attack by 900. So if he attacks over that, that's 18. Then he can go up by 900 up to 30. Oh, he's not even going to bother using it. Okay. Oh, he can't attack with it. Right. Okay. So now we could pierce over this to try and lethal him. That's probably going to be the line. We'd have to sacrifice this. But I need to make room is the issue. So I'd have to tribute both. This would attack over this for 600. And that's not going to be lethal either way. So the piercing I don't think matters here. In which case... The issue is our life points are getting kind of low. And then when he pierces over us, we need to make sure we don't just die to it. I don't think it's worth gambling. So I don't think we do that either way. So I think we just tribute both of these monsters. Summon out the Busterzark. Activate the effect. If we had Buster Blader in Graveyard, we would be in such a strong position. But we don't. We just don't. Boost the attack up. Activate the effect. Put this back and this back. We'll summon this out. Then I think we just put something in defense that has a decent amount of defense. So we're just going to set this witness. Go to battle. Swing over this. Swing over this. This is just cleanup. That's all we're doing right now. Just some cleanup. In order for him to kill us, he would have to have a monster that has a lot of attack points with piercing, which I don't think is possible. The scary thing is if he finds his legend. If he finds the regular Blue Eyes, that could get sketch. If he's even playing regular Blue Eyes. I assume he probably is, but you never know. He might just not. He's going on the defensive. Okay, does summon the Mech Lord. So he might try and go for a piercing play to close the game. No. Going for a big 2100 push. Oh, if he has like a TSA. Okay, no TSA. Does go for the 2100. That puts us very low. This is now very sketch. Buster Blader now is really not the time, my friend. I could hit over that for 200. We can't get double piercing as much as I'd really like to. Double piercing is like the best chance we had for lethal, but now... The issue is, when this goes to the graveyard, all he needs to do is draw any other Mirror Innovator and we're just dead. There's nothing we can do. But, like, there's nothing we can do about it, so... Right, flip this up. Normal summon Samurai. Activate Samurai. Give this piercing. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Set this. Set this because it doesn't matter. We also don't even need our big guys in the graveyard anymore, so we'll go straight to battle. We'll swing with this. We'll swing with this. Yes! We managed to take down the fearsome Blue Eyes Machine Dragon! We will take it! Alright, game 2. Game 2. Let's see what happens. Alright. Oh. Now this is a game. Alright, we're going to lose this one, and then we're going to lose the next one. And one of them is going to be a complete stomp, and the other one's going to be close. That's what we're calling. That is our prediction. We're going second. Second with Essel in hand. We just need to not get trolled by the deck. Okay, okay. So I guess we will go Essel. Activate the effect. We will bring back the Busterzark. There's no reason not to, is there? Welcome back to the field, Busterzark. Then we will... I guess normal summon Trick Pigeon. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon. Activate the skill. Send this. And this to the grave. Boost Busterzark's attack. Normal summon Piercing Samurai. Activate Piercing Samurai. Boost this. Now, please, just don't have... Just don't have it. Just don't... Oh, yes. Alright, come on. Get through 12. Oh, he tributed both of them. I was hoping... Well, I guess there was a chance that the other one was that as well. It was a little bit greedy, but like if we could have got 3,000 direct there, I think we always try for it, right? We always try for that. Blue Eyes Rain. That just means he found one of his 3 copies of the Kyberman. That's fine. That also means he's not playing regular Blue Eyes. He's just not on it. Which I suppose it makes sense. You don't really need it. Right, let's see what he's got. Let us see what our opponent has for us here. Summons out Kyberman. Activates Kyberman. Summons out Blue Eyes Bright. Now, these 3 cards are what matter. That is a huge mill. That is huge, humongous millions. Summons out the Torna. Activates TTTD. Okay. We currently have all 3 in the grave, so I think this is a negate attack moment. Draw for turn. We'll go ahead and activate Busterzark. We will put this and this back into deck. We'll summon this out to the field. Then we'll set this. We'll go ahead and activate Piercing Samurai, because, you know, why not, right? Then we will just go to battle phase, I think. There's not really much else to do with this hand, unfortunately. So we'll just crash over here. Attack over this. Get him for 12. And it's a good thing we did that, because we couldn't have outed the Blue Eyes Bright any other way. So we needed to do it that way. The issue is, if he establishes a really good board here, we have our hand filled with 4 garbage cards, which is not ideal. And because of the way Sword and Shield works, it's not super useful against him unless he summons a really low or low defense monster. Like, it's not really going to do anything against a Mirror Innovator. Barrage of Steel. Okay, that's fine. If anything, it's a card gone from his hand. If he doesn't have a boss, we're feeling really good. Oh, that is so important. Ultracorn is a little bit awkward here. I mean, we just flip his guy down, right? He's already used his negate attack. So we'll summon out Siesta. What is currently in our graveyard? Yeah, we got stuff we want back. We'll activate Siesta Torero. We will put this, and this back for now. Flip that down. Activate the effect of Piercing Samurai, target itself. Go to battle, swing. 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 Victory for the Busterzark! The battle of the YouTubers. We have come out victorious. I mean, we take those. We always take those. Alright. What did he say? He said... Okay, well, we've managed it. 2-0. Oh, that's good. We're doing good. To my best YouTuber confirmed. Yeah, on the entire platform. You know, all of those people that have, like, hundreds of millions of subscribers, what are they, right? Have any of them ever top 4'd in a tournament with Busterzark? I don't think so. Right, let's see. We're against Bismuth, of all the people we could run into. Alright, I'm probably going to make a room. Bismuth hasn't posted anything yet. Get this up. Well, you had a good run. That's how I feel as well. I mean, I'm going to assume Bismuth is on a decent deck, and also he's, like, not garbage, right? It's nice, though, to see that we've got some, I've just realised that the top 4 of this tournament is 3 Westerners. We've done it, lads. We've made it. Alright. Is Bismuth here? Bismuth is here. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what Bismuth's on. Bismuth has got to be on something. It's going to be machines, right? It's just going to be machines. Okay. That means if we lose, the final is just machines versus Cyberse again. Mate, I really don't need you right now. Well, let's do this. Taste the power of Yami Ruler. Three back row. That's kind of scary. We'll go Essel. Oh, let's fire off Essel effect. We need some cards in the graveyard at some point. Not those ones. Go Essel again. Tribute those. Put those to engrave. Bring that back. I'll tell you what. Let's get freaky. Let's get freaky. We're gonna go tribute to the doomed. We're gonna discard. We're gonna target that. I'm going to tribute 1, tribute 2. Activate our skill. Send 1. Send another. Boost the attack up. Activate the effect. Put that back, put that back. Summon this out. Change to attack. Set. Go, my minions! I mean, even if we don't win, this is just such a funny turn. We have to do it, right? Attack again! Attack again! Last turn. Ultimate Bond. Okay. Tough Striker. Aim Eagle. Sets a back row. Summons out the Aim Eagle. Summons out a light. Activates the effect of Aim Eagle. Sends them both. Cheats out presumably an Innovator, but this could be anything. Does summon out the Innovator. Does activate Innovator effect. Up to that 46. What are his back row that he's not popping my back row? Yeah, that's fine. You can kill that. I will allow it. Busterzark here is funny. Does it change anything? Depends if he's on the gate attack. If he's not on the gate attack, then Busterzark is such a strong play here. Right, we'll set. We'll go ahead and tribute 2. Activate the skill. Send this. Send this. Gain attack. Boost him up. Activate the effect. We'll put you back and you back. We'll summon forth the Yami Ruler. We'll set... Do we just drop this on him? So if he's got... It depends how many cards he's got back there to save him. Let's go for it. We're just going to drop the TSA. This is funnier. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, we'll do that. To battle! Attack! Does have the recital. Does he have another one? He's got something. Does have the combustion crisis. That very rarely is actually going to come up here. He had 3 trap cards! Okay, we did get a little bit sacked there, but to be fair, we have been sacking a little bit ourselves. Unfortunately, the Buster Blader going back into our deck really stinks. Oh heck, is that an Aim Eagle? Aim Eagle effect. Sends them both away. What are we cheating out? That's the question. Does summon out the Tough Striker. Are we going to bother activating the Crafter Drone effect is the question. No, we're just going to tribute it off to summon out the Cybertech Alligator. Activate Innovator's effect. I think here we just drop a negate attack, right? I don't think it's worth trying to do anything else. We will say, nah. That's not really a good hand. I guess it could be worse, realistically. Alright, we'll summon out Witness. Activate Witness. We will then summon out Witness. Activate Witness. Once again, really not that great. We will go ahead and tribute 2. Summon this out. Then... I almost think just changing this sideways is probably the play. What do we have left in the deck currently? We have no cards that were worth throwing in the bin left. So we're going to set this. I think we're actually going to change this sideways. Then we're going to go straight to battle, and we're going to swing over this. Boop. I'm just going to pass. Alright, let's see what he's got. Again, he's going to need to find an innovator to get over. That's not great for us, but like, as long as he doesn't have innovator, we don't really care. Like, innovator is the only thing that's scary. If he doesn't have innovator, I genuinely don't give a shit. Oh, actually, Barrel Dragon. Barrel Dragon is also very scary. Okay. If this isn't Barrel Dragon, though, it doesn't matter too much. Let's see what he does. Okay, so you can clear one of my guys, but not the other one. Unless you want to crash. Just going to summon out a 1500 guy. How many spell traps do we actually have left in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have been used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1 left in the deck. I have not found it, but probably doesn't matter with the hand like this. So we'll set. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon out the Busterzark. We can then go ahead and activate Busterzark effect. Put this back and this back. Bring back Yami Ruler. Activate the skill. Send this. And this. Boost its attack up. That's what, 500 plus 1,000. That's 15. Plus we can get in for like an extra 12. The issue is, if we set this, and he has Aim Eagle, which he does have 1 left in the deck still, and since he kept the card in the hand, that's almost certainly a card to get it out. He can just go up to, what, 34? And then boost it by 7. Go up to 41. Attack over this. And then we're not actually dead. So I think we set this. Go to battle. We'll swing over this. We'll swing over this. Alright. He has alligator on field. What you mean, Barrel Dragon? What do you mean? You know, alligator Barrel Dragon. It's the best legend card. The fact that we've made Machine sweat this much, though, is already pretty cool. Realistically, we weren't expecting to do remotely anywhere near this well. He's kind of used all of his good trap cards. So whatever that back row is, I don't think we worry about it too much. Like, it might be a recital. So what he's got. Let's see what he has got for us. Oh, he's going defensive. Are we tributing? We know he must have a tribute monster in hand. He must have one. And it is Innovator. Okay. Sets a monster in defense. Activate Innovator effect. How many are we putting back? This is the big question. Goes for a huge push, so he's probably going to go for the 2500 damage on the Busterzark. There'd be no reason to attack anything else. You have to go for the Busterzark. Alright, draw for turn. Okay, so we will flip up the Piercing Samurai. We will normal summon the Siesta Torero. We'll go ahead and activate Siesta Torero. And we will put back 1, 2, 3. We're going to flip this down. We're going to go ahead and activate Piercing Samurai. We're going to target this. Then we're going to Tribute 2. Summon the Piercing Samurai, activate its effect, target this. We're just going to go battle. We're going to swing over this. Boom, baby! Game 1! That's all it takes, baby. That's all it takes. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rain Down. Oh, GG, thank you. Icy. Oh, let's see if we can't make it to finals. We just need one more win. Forgot to hit the button last time, though. I mean, that is A-okay with us. Thank you for the follow once again. Alright, let's see if we can somehow defeat the might of Bisma with our meme chicken deck. I think this deck, if you get lucky with this deck, it's kind of scary. If you don't get lucky, it's kind of mid. How's it going? Hello, welcome on in. We were doing okay, then we drew that. But we're in the semi-finals of a tournament right now. Come back to the field, Siesta Torero. Unfortunately, we can't use it because that's a fairy, which is annoying. I think we always get Buster Blader out, right? We'll activate the skill. We'll send both of these bricks to the bin. Set 1. Set 2. Go to battle. We'll just swing. If he uses a trap card here, I guess it's okay. Like, Widespread would be the only, like, really annoying one. In fact, did we see he was on Widespread or was he on Negate Attack last game? I want to say he was on Widespread. Yeah, he was on Widespread. Definitely on Widespread. Okay, Tough Striker. Aim Eagle. Flip up the Essel. Are we going to activate Essel? Probably should. Graveyard's looking a bit thin. Activate Barrage of Steel. Ah, double Barrage of Steel. I guess that's kind of okay. We don't really have anything worth holding on to back here. So if he double barrages us, that's kind of okay. Activates Aim Eagle. So we know he at least has a Tough Striker, but you could have put the Tough Striker back. Okay, here comes Innovator. It's going to activate Innovator effect immediately. 1, 2, 3 back. Boost up to about 46. Now the question is, does he have 2 other attackers? If he doesn't have another Tribute Monster, feeling pretty good. Just don't have a Tribute Monster. Just don't. Okay, okay. Just has the Tribute Monster. Okay. We take the 4,500. There's nothing we could actually do about that, so yeah, I guess. Draw for turn. Not great draws, not gonna lie. No Busterzark means there are no plays we can make here. We can definitely do this. This is the best thing we have. So we'll start with Witness. Activate Witness. I think I will take this back, because it's just a better body to have. We do now have access to the Busterzark, actually. In which case adding that wasn't actually a very smart thing to do. So I could... The problem is it means pissing away that, which I don't really want to do. But we can go... No, I don't think we do that. Like, it's very awkward, but I think I would rather do... I just want one more body. That's what I want. One more body. Siesta Terrero doesn't really accomplish anything. We could just put cards back into our deck. I don't really need... I suppose we have 2 Siestas in there. Right, we'll summon out the Siesta. We'll go ahead and use Siesta. We're going to put back probably the Busterzark and the 2 Siestas. We'll flip this down, I guess. Now, before we do that, we'll flip over the Avian Spell Tactics. Pop the back row. What is in here at the moment? Is there anything we give a shit about having back? Not really. We'll go ahead and Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon this. We'll set this. Set this. Then, are we activating the skill to just throw this in the bin? That is the question. Doesn't do anything else. Having a 2,500 attacker for next turn is probably worth it anyway. But I think we're just going to do this. And we'll just pass. Right, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. There was a different line we could have done, but like it was riskier. Especially when we're on 1,500. If he just draws back row hate, it didn't matter anyway. But like, I think this is the highest chance we have of like doing well. The other way was a lot more high roll, but we lost so many life points so early just because of like drawing badly. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter anyway. So all he needs is an Innovator and we've lost. There's nothing we could do about it. So maybe, for once, the machine player just didn't open another Innovator. Maybe he just didn't draw one, right? There is a high likelihood there are still 2 in his deck. One's already in his graveyard. So, statistically, it is more likely that it is in his deck than in his hand. So maybe there is a slim chance. The odds are in our favor, which is why it's exactly not going to end up like that. Don't give me hope. Oh, we have so much hope. Okay, we lose our Trick Pigeon. Which, yeah, that does kind of suck, but we don't have anything in there right now anyway. There's the Busterzark. I should have just sent you to the bin. You fiend. Okay, with this then, we have like everything we need. So we will summon. We'll go ahead and tribute both. Summon this. We will activate our skill. We'll send this from our hand to the grave. Boost our attack up. Activate the effect of Busterzark. Put this back, put this back. Summon this out. set this, go to battle, swing with this. So he's going to have his... Oh, okay, so he could have slime back there. But there is a good chance that the card he's got back there is not widespread. I mean, he might have widespread, but if he... I guess there's no reason to widespread here. There wouldn't really be a reason to. So it could just be anything. Point is, we know this is a battle trap. We know it's not recital, so it's either slime or widespread. It has to be one of the two. It could be another copy of Combustion. I don't know if he's playing more than one Combustion. And if he had it, why wouldn't you use it here? You're not going to get a better opportunity than this. It still could be widespread, because again, I don't think you need to just pop the chicken to save one monster. I don't think that means anything. It's not really relevant. The old set 3, eh? Huh. I mean, I guess we just chill, right? I think we always set this. The extra 500, I don't think matters too much. If he summons out Mirror Innovator, he can boost it by, like, you know, 2 7s and a 4. We're looking at, like, an 18. 18 on top of 20. Yeah, we're just dead either way if he does that. So I think we just go to battle. We're just going to start swinging. He's going to use the Recital. Probably more than wanting the monster save. That was probably just to get room in the back row. Is going to flip up and activate the final Barrage of Steel. He hits the negate attack. That could be game. That could just be game. If he just has... Yeah, he's just going to summon out the boss monster and end the game. There's nothing we can do about it. It's funny, though. I think this back row is almost certainly the... widespread anyway. We would have had to get very lucky to find our other spell tactics. Reveals the Tough Striker. Man, the fact we've just lost to that 50-50 really sucks. Like, really sucks. Like, literally just the 50-50. Our clapback could have been really, really strong there. Yeah, that's just lethal. There's nothing we can do about it. And he knows there's nothing we can do about it. Why are we spinning plates, mate? Have you not done the math? You have lethal. The issue is, the main reason that this went so badly was just because we went second and our Essel didn't hit anything good. If we went first, we wouldn't have taken the 3,500 damage immediately, or 4,500 damage immediately. So all we need to do is go first. That's what we want. We want to win the coin flip and then not get absolutely sacked by his Essel. That's how you win this matchup. So we need to get lucky, basically. But he got lucky last game by winning the coin flip and then not getting sacked by Essel. So we've gone second, so now we need to find Essel, and Essel needs to hit something good. And it looks like we are getting the worst of all worlds. Unfortunately, guys, this is looking like it's it. I think we're going home. This is why I want Essel banned, because the card is toxic. Right, let's see what he's got. That's it. Okay. Alright, Essel off the top. Let's go Boltricorn. Activate its effect. Unfortunately, we really want to hit a monster there. But we'll go Essel. Now, is Essel going to troll us? Well, we're just not using Essel, I guess. And then we just pass. Is Lightning Trigger the best deck right now? Nowhere near, my friend. So we can actually show you, because we actually do have the stats. Lightning Trigger, or Thunder, as it's more commonly known, is currently the 5th best deck in the game. And realistically, it's probably a whole tier above or below everything else that's above it. Did someone say Yuri and Predaplant support? I don't think so, but, you know, if we do hear anything, we will let you know, Max. Oh man, check it out. It's Mirror Innovator again. How exciting. Okay, this is looking pretty bad, because we have to get a boss into grave as well as everything else we need to do. I mean, we just toggle off, right? He's going to see that we've got it anyway, but we're not using our trap either way. We're just no point in clicking no 3 times. Dumon coming tomorrow. Awesome. I am being patient enough after all for him, so it's fine for now. Good, good. And the bricks keep coming and they don't stop coming. Well, let's go Essel. Activate Essel. Those also don't help. Well, Trick Pigeon doesn't do anything, so we don't have an Ice Arc engrave. So I guess we'll just summon it. We'll go ahead and Tribute to. Summon the boy. Activate the skill. Send this, and we are just going to get this out of my hand. Then we'll set another back row. Go to battle, and we will try and clear this. And then we'll pass. Unfortunately, it's just another one of those games where we took too much damage early through no fault of our own. The decks just spat out the wrong cards. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about this. We just lost the coin flip twice, so that's just going to completely condemn us. I mean, the fact that we've made it this far is, like, pretty good, right? What is the best deck right now? Sorry, I didn't see. The best deck right now is Machines, which is what we're playing against right now. With 8 tournament wins. I mean, if you look at these charts down here, you can see Machine is all of this blue and all of this blue. Okay, we're summoning out using the Aim Eagle. What are we making here? It's Gold Rush again! I just want to know what's in the rush box to Theorycraft. Yeah, it would be nice to know. Adds an Avant Wolf. Unfortunately, we've just been bricking to hell and back this game. And then we have to use Buffered Slime just to survive. No Ice Arc, no Buster Blader. Essel completely whiffed. We've got nothing. We are like running on fumes here. And Ice Arc comes back, but it's way too late. We'll go Witness. Activate Witness. Throw an Ice Arc in the bin, why not? We will now go ahead and summon out the Ice Arc. We'll go ahead and use Ice Arc effect straight up here. Put this back, put this back. We'll summon out the Yami Ruler. We'll go ahead and use the skill. Put this and this away. Boost our attack up. We'll then go ahead and use TSA, why not? I want these, ideally. I want all of this. Let's do that. Weaken this down. Set this. Go to battle. We will swing over this. We'll try to. We're probably going to run into a widespread. Okay, nothing. Interesting. We'll pass on that. So probably a slime down. Like, I think if you had widespread, you'd probably fire it off there, because you have a good chance of just killing us on the crackback. Ultimate Bond again. Tough Striker. Aim Eagle. Rising Light Angel Essel. Set another back row. Summons out the Aim Eagle. Activate the Aim Eagle. Send Essel and Aim Eagle. Cheat out boss. Probably going to be Innovator because he permanently has Innovator glued to his hand. That's how machine players work. There it is. Activate Innovator. Up to 5,000 attack. Change that to defense. Swings in. We have the negate attack to live. Draw for turn. Fortunately, because of his back row, I don't think we have any chance of killing, but we do have a pretty strong turn we can have if we want it. Because he's got piercing, it does make it very awkward. Either way, we only need to pierce once. But I do need the piercing, so I guess we are going to summon out the Samurai either way. How many? He's still going to have 2 Innovator in deck, so chances are he's going to pierce over me anyway. If it's only a 31 and he attacks into 1,000 defense, I don't necessarily die. But if he does get out an Innovator, it's just going to be... I mean, it might not be big enough, actually, now that we think about it. We have to tribute this because we don't have Buster Blader and Grave. But that has to go. Right, we'll go Piercing Samurai. Take Piercing Samurai. Again, this doesn't actually matter because we don't have Buster Blader in rotation. Yeah, unfortunately it just doesn't matter because we have to tribute both of these anyway. If we want to get the 3rd big boy out. Bring this out. Activate the skill. It's going to send both back to the bin. We'll go TSA. We're going to try. We're going to do what we can. And we'll see what we can do. We'll try. The problem is we know he's got back row he can use. There's Combustion Crisis, of course. Right, we'll swing with this. And then we'll get his Recital out of him. Then we'll pass. Okay, I think we're just dead here, no matter what. Like... maybe, we've said this 100 times, maybe there is a chance that our opponent, who has 16 cards left in his deck, hasn't found one of his only 2 remaining copies of Mirror Innovator. Maybe there is a slim chance that he has not done that. But, odds being so far in our favour that he hasn't done that, he has definitely done it. He has definitely sacked us and drawn into another Mirror Innovator, which he has had every single turn of this duel. Let's see it. Throw it down. Show me the Innovator. Yep. Yep. That's game. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we could do about that. I think we played well. Realistically, we did lose primarily due to bad luck. If we had gone first in either of the second or third games, I think we actually have a good chance of winning there, but there's not really much we can do. Realistically, that was it. That was the best we had. But that's just how it goes. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, again, we were against the best deck in the game. Now, I don't begrudge Bismuth for bringing machines, but, like, let's be honest, it is a little bit cringe. It is a bit cringe to still be bringing machines to a tournament. Like, come on, guys. It's been like 3 months at this point. We got to stop. We got to stop just playing the best deck every single time. But even so, we did make top 4, which is pretty cool, right? That is putting another dub for Busterzark on the books, which is still really cool, right? So it's fitting that we did lose to one of the better decks, but the most disappointing part of this is that that does mean that this is another Cyburst versus Machine finals. This is just another one of the best decks is going to win the tournament, which is a little bit sad, right? Now, ideally, again, we would like to see other decks winning, because if we go back to our fancy little spreadsheet here, like, the only decks to win tournaments in this meta are Machine, Cyburst, and Seven's Axel Road got a one-off win. That's literally it. This is the meta, right? We want to see something other than these decks winning, except maybe SAR. SAR can get another win, that would be fine. We would be happy to see SAR get another win. But we just have another Machine Cyburst final. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to watch that final, once again, we'll post the link to the stream. So if anyone does want to watch the final between Bismuth and Zaga Zaga, that's going to be over there. Tomato, can you tell/show me how Blue Eyes skill in Rush changed? Yeah, we can do that quick. So the Blue Eyes skill basically has a wording change now. It is people want to win, so they're going to use the meta no matter how boring it is to do so. I mean, that logically makes sense, Geen. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing so. I'm just saying it's boring to do so. I don't want the players to change what they're doing. I want Konami to change the meta. I want to see Machine and Cyburst get another nerf, and I want to see new cards come out that are really good. Maintenance of 15 hours, better show the rush cards. I mean, maybe. So where is the Blue Eyes skill? So the Blue Eyes skill now is... This skill can only be used if all the monsters with 1700 or more attack and or defense in your deck are level 8 light attribute monsters with 1600 or more defense. So that means we can play non-light dragons. It used to be you have to play light dragons. Now we can play any light monster. So that specifically means we can now use it with Mirror Innovator, which is quite fun. There's a bot in here. Get out of here, bot. I stopped playing seriously during tournaments as it got boring/stale a little, and I wanted to have some fun. The only way to make sure the meta doesn't top is make a rule, no meta, like I agree with you. I find it boring, especially when you face the same deck 20 times. I think that's the thing. We had a new box come out, and I will just say, I think the meta issue is exacerbated by having the GRF and the World Championship qualifiers. Because people spam games for like 2 or 3 days, it does mean that the meta develops very, very quickly, and it's like you're speed running the meta, right? We're speed running the format. So after one of those happens, we typically have a new product come out, we have skill changes, and we have the Forbidden Limited list updated, which is all good things, because the idea is, okay, we've now finished with this meta, we're going to change it up and go into the next meta, and then things are going to evolve and change and be fancy, right? The problem is, after the nerfs came in, basically Machine and Cyburst were effectively untouched. Like, they did get a little slap on the wrist, but they're still very, very, very strong. As we've seen, we have the data on the screen to show that, right? But the issue is that nothing else came in the new box that rose to the power of Machine and Cyburst, and the nerfs didn't hurt Machine or Cyburst enough to knock them off of the top. So what that meant is, We're just playing the same format as last time without Noodles. Which, in my opinion, Noodles was a really good, like, third deck for that top 3 spot because it created like a rock, paper, scissors, right? It was like Noodles beats Machines, Machines beat Cyburst, Cyburst beat Noodles, right? That was kind of this lovely little triangle. But what we did was we took one out, and because of that, Machines are running rampant and Cybursts are keeping up, but they have a bad matchup into Machines, so they're just getting bullied, right? Wait, did Dragius not a light as well? So Dragius is a light. So, right, let me put it on screen so you can actually see the requirement for the new skill. So this is it. So the main thing that stops you from using Dragius is this here, which you can kind of see me clicking on it. But they have to have 1600 or more defense, and Dragius only has 1500 defense. So you can't play Dragius in this deck, but you can just so happen to be able to play that Mirror Innovator. He can just slide on in there. I kind of wish Rush Duel Links format was 8k life points, 40 card after playing OCG. Yeah, I also would quite like that, Dingus. I think the only problem with a 40 card deck is it does mean you are less likely to draw into the cards you need. And for some decks, you just have to kind of stick filler cards in because there aren't 30 good cards you want, or there aren't 40 good cards you want. So you just have to kind of chuck some crap in and just kind of hope. We don't need a new card, as we got that, and so far it's done 0 things to this meta. We need better skills for bad decks and nerfs. But that's the thing, right? In my mind, whenever we bring out a new product, we also bring out new skills. So in my mind, the skills and the cards go hand in hand. The skills we got with the latest box were crap, right? So, for example, Thunder historically has not been a very good deck in the physical card game, right? What that meant was when we got a skill for them, it was a very, very good skill. The skill is extremely powerful. The skill lets you change monsters' battle positions. It lets you weaken monsters. And the monsters themselves aren't that bad. We have one boss monster that can get out 1500s from the grave. We have one boss monster that can gain attack and piercing. So those actually aren't that bad. And they got a really good skill, which meant Thunder got to be a really good deck for a bit. Plants came out, and the plant monsters on their own are already just worse than the Thunder monsters. Like, if we took away all the skills, I still think Thunder beats Plant most of the time, right? Oh, Jesus, they're swarming in. But what that means is that why did Thunder get such a cool skill, but Plants don't get anything, right? Plants get like a really crap skill. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why is that a thing? Multi-strike Dragon Dragius is a light dragon, but he only has 1500 defense. Exactly. So it's like the Buster Blader skill is okay, but it doesn't work against a lot of decks. And we don't have all the stuff we need for Buster Blader to be competent. The Busterzark plus Buster Blader stuff is like, I mean, it's doing okay, but it doesn't feel particularly good. It feels kind of ass into a lot of the good decks. Again, if we high roll with it, it feels fantastic. As we've shown today, if we can high roll with it, it's great. When we're not high rolling with it, it's unfortunately, where is it? Busterzark is here at the moment, so it's like the 7th best deck. So it's not like doing bad, but it's also not doing like super great. I suppose we can start filling this in now, actually, because, you know, why not? So we got Busterzark. What was the other deck? We'd have to go back and watch the VOD. We don't know what's coming in here as well. What did we beat in top 8? We beat Blue Eyes Machines, right? So we're just going to write Blue Eyes for that. I don't know. We'll put Blue Eyes M, because it is a different deck, right? It is a different deck. I think if we put Blue Eyes, it's going to lead people to think that it's like a completely different deck. I'm going to have to go back and look at the VOD to see if we can find any of these other decks. And that should get posted today anyway. But we can see what it's going to be. Obviously, we know this is going to be just Machine and Cyburst because we know they're playing right now. In case anyone's interested, Bisma is currently up 1 game. So if he wins 1 more, he does just become the champ, which is pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, that is basically like it, right? We've been stuck in a meta where the same 2 decks are really good for too long, and we just really want anything else. Just give us anything. Anything else, Konami. Make something good. We will take anything. But what did we learn today? We learned Busterzark is decent if you can high roll, and if you're not high rolling, kinda mid. That, I think, is the takeaway from Busterzark. Again, if we don't find that Buster Blader early, a lot of the Buster Blader stuff just kind of feels a bit crap, which is not ideal. It's just basically mill 2 and that's it. If we don't find the Busterzarks, the deck also falls to pieces. And we also learned that, again, Essel is toxic and going first is still really strong. And although Essel is supposed to, like, balance out the going first thing, if you Essel into a boss monster, it's absolutely disgusting and you can win off just that anyway. So it's like, it is what it is. Let's take a look-see and see what's going on. It doesn't look like much is going on at all. So, since it is 10 past 3 UK time, we are going to be just ending the stream here. I don't think we're going to be streaming on Sunday, because I think I'm busy on Sunday, but we will be back again on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, assuming there's no, like, brand new thing come out or something like, surprise, Rush Super Minis just dropped immediately, we will probably be playing the Blue Eyes Machine deck that Nanao was playing today. Because that deck does look like a lot of fun. We have had our eye on that deck for a while. And again, it is machines, but like it's a different flavor of machines. And we are so thirsty for anything new. We will take any chance to play anything new, even if it is still just machines. So we're going to be doing that. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.